Well, you can't blame him for being angry about this one.
He's got a right to be angry. That interference never should have happened.
It's a little strange hearing you complain about illegal interference.
I'm alive, I can't complain no more. The sun out, baby, I don't see the rain no more. To watch
Word in the locker room is that you're not seriously injured, so that means you've got no reason not to work with me to get rid of ECW. I'd rather fight against you than with you, but it's obvious that that's not going to happen until we take care of ECW. Hey, don't get too comfortable with this whole partner situation. After I carry you through this match and we send ECW home in the back of an ambulance, I'm coming after you and that championship.
We are just 6 weeks away from SummerSlam. Hi, everybody. I'm your barbecue-loving friend, good old JR Jim Ross, here with Jerry the King Lawler. And tonight, hopefully, Brawl will solve its ECW problem once and for all.
I hope so. ECW's not even in Raw's league, and all the cheap shots in the world won't change that.
No, but they could sure do some serious damage to our champion.
That's why he's got backup. There's no way ECW's leaving here in one piece.
The Raw ECW rivalry started with this man, and I hope it will end with this man.
And I hope it will end this man, period. He should be in a padded cell, not a WWE ring.
He's been extremely vocal about his criticism of Raw's champion, and that's to be expected. Nothing matters more to him than ECW.
Then he should get ready for his heart to get broken tonight, along with a few other parts.
There's more than just a cross-brand rivalry going on here tonight. This is the likely #1 contender, and he's partnered with the champion.
Well, if the champ doesn't make it to SummerSlam, who knows what'll happen with the title? This partnership is in his best interest.
Tonight, he's representing Raw and defending it against ECW. But he's going to have to defend his championship at SummerSlam.
That's more than a month away, JR. He's got to focus on getting through tonight first. ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here today? Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
I'd be surprised if there was a single person in this arena who didn't, King.
Watch out! Oh, sure. Nat?
Oh, for the love of... Talk about having no respect for your opponent.
Well, if you've got a problem with it, maybe you should do something about it, JR. Oh, no! I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch it. What a vicious chair shot!
Oh! That chair was never meant to be used like that, JR.
Good grief! I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot.
And you can't take too many of those and expect to continue.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you. You can't blame the superstars for looking under the ring for weapons. Anything you find under there can be a huge help.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but
look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire. You're seeing it right here.
yeah, well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
My God, a thunderous blow from that sledgehammer.
Man, talk about getting hammered.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
He's bringing the hammer down, JR.
He sure is, and the longer he holds that sledgehammer, the uglier it's going to get.
Wow, look at this, JR.
You talk about audience participation. The crowd got just made a part of this one. The biggest mistake you can make with the Sandman is to underestimate him. He's got one of the best strategic minds of any competitor I've seen.
Strategic mind? The guy drinks a beer and busts himself open before the match even starts. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. And what a slobber knocker of a shot with that sledgehammer.
That'll flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be. Randy Orton is a genius, JR. As soon as he got what
he must be looking for a weapon of some kind. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
Oh, no. This is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. What a...
That was great. Remember, JR, if you're not cheating, you're not trying.
Well, he better hope he doesn't get caught, because that's the sort of thing you get disqualified for. What a reversal.
There's the pin.
1, 2, 3.
I don't think I've ever seen a... Whether you're a Raw fan, an ECW fan, or a Ceiling fan, you got to admit, folks, that was a slobber knocker.
And hopefully, that's the last we'll see of ECW on Raw.
I hope so, King. I'm not sure how many more times Raw and ECW could clash without somebody getting seriously injured.
They sure don't do anything halfway, do they?
No, they don't. And now the champion can turn his attention to SummerSlam.
And the next time he's in the ring with his partner, it might be for the championship.
I'm sure you've heard the rumors of some sort of SmackDown invasion this week. You and I both know they don't have the guts to try anything, but just in case, watch your back. Understand?
Listen, we've all heard these SmackDown invasion rumors, but if I were you, I'd worry more about what I'm gonna do to you in the ring this week.
We're just over 1 month away from SummerSlam. And a big boomer sooner to you, everybody. This is good old JR Jim Ross, my Hall of Fame partner Jerry Lawler at ringside, and the champion is in action tonight.
Yeah, in a triple threat match. Good thing for him it's a non-title match.
And King, what about those rumors that SmackDown may be looking to invade Raw tonight?
They'd have to be idiots to try it. So maybe it's true after all.
He might be the underdog in this match, but this is his chance to score a tremendous upset.
Absolutely. Anytime you can hold your own against the champ and the #1 contender, you're doing okay for yourself.
We're seeing a bit of a SummerSlam preview here, when this man takes on the champion for the title.
Yeah, but tonight they've got to deal with the third element who won't be there at SummerSlam.
Well, there they are, the #1 contender and the superstar who hopes to...
Oh my gosh!
What the hell? He's a Smackdown superstar.
This is terrible. Somebody's got to get this guy out of Raw's ring. Anybody.
It's the champion.
He just saved his #1 contender from being manhandled.
We just got word that the show must go on. Instead of a triple threat match, this is going to be a single match.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication. Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow. Could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
And it's been reversed.
He saw that one coming. After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. And from the looks of things, John Cena's got a heck of a fall ahead of him.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. Jeff Hardy's aerial offense is amazing, but if you can keep him grounded, you're halfway to beating him.
That might be true, but as many of his opponents have proven, that's easier said than done.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster.
Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
I don't think these
Someone doesn't look too happy about that one.
What do you expect? Tonight was supposed to be his night, and Smackdown ruined it.
I'd at least expect the son of a gun to show a little gratitude to the champion.
Gratitude? For what?
How about for saving him from that ambush?
He didn't save him from anything. The champ's just a glory hound, that's all.
Hope you liked that little present I gave you last week. If you jump to SmackDown after SummerSlam, I guarantee there's more of those in store for your opponents. If you turn us down, though, there's a few waiting for you, too.
I might not be at Raw this week, but I'm headed to SmackDown next week to get a little payback. And I better not find out that you were part of that ambush last week, or I'm coming for you next.
Turning down SmackDown was one of the dumbest things you could have done. And you're gonna find out just how dumb it was this week on Raw.
Welcome to Raw. Can you believe it? We're only 1 month away from SummerSlam. It's time to turn off the grill because Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler are at ringside. And King, do you think we'll see SmackDown show up again this week?
We'd better not. After last week, there's no excuse if a SmackDown superstar gets past security.
I'm sure the last thing the champ wants to do is to have to deal with another invader from another brand.
Yeah, unless he's working with them.
I wouldn't want to be this man tonight. You know that when the champion looks at him, he sees his SummerSlam opponent, or perhaps a certain interfering SmackDown superstar.
Well, if the champ's smart, he'll see this man for what he is. A tough, determined competitor who's going to give him a run for his money.
There's no denying that the champ looks good. This match just might be the tune-up he needs heading into his title defense at SummerSlam.
This is going to be more than a tune-up, JR. He's got his work cut out for him tonight.
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? Can you believe we actually get paid to do this job, JR?
It's like a dream come true, King. Except when I have to sit here and listen to you drool over the divas.
Come on, JR. You know I'm helpless when it comes to puppies.
Oh, I know, King. And that's why I'm bringing a pitcher of ice water out here with me next time.
He saw that one coming. Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall. And from the looks of things, John Cena's got a heck of a fall ahead of him.
I tell you, King, I've got no earthly idea how these superstars can maintain this intensity week after week after week.
It's not easy, JR. There's no off-season. It's not like you've got 6 months to recover after WrestleMania.
That's for damn sure. And that's why I don't think there can be any doubt in anyone's mind that the superstars of the WWE are the greatest athletes in the world.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my words.
Wow, what a shot! He's been busted wide open. That's going to need stitches for sure.
Stitches hell. That might mean the end of this match. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU. Here's the cover, JR. Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
Oh, boy. The adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2, 3.
How can Shawn Michaels keep...
Well, you can't blame him for being angry about this one.
He's got a right to be angry. That interference never should have happened.
It's a little strange hearing you complain about illegal interference.
I don't know what you're implying, JR, but yeah, I've got a problem with SmackDown showing up here.
I think that's one of the few things we can all agree on.
And I hope our general manager's got some retribution in mind.
Congratulations for being smart enough to stick with Raw, champ. I can't wait to see you dish out some payback on SmackDown this week. But be careful. We can't afford for our champion to get injured this close to SummerSlam.
I can't believe you're actually dumb enough to come to SmackDown this week. And you and your power are going to find out the hard way that Raw's not the only brand whose superstars can show a little solidarity.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SmackDown. Michael Cole here with John Bradshaw Layfield. We're 3 weeks from the cross-brand SummerSlam pay-per-view, and tonight, Raw comes to SmackDown.
Yeah, and they're going to get a taste of what's coming to them at SummerSlam.
There's been some very heated exchanges between Raw and SmackDown of late.
And believe me, you ain't seen nothing yet.
My name is
He's been drafted to help repel this Raw invasion of SmackDown.
And you couldn't ask for a much better pick.
We've seen him stir up trouble on Raw lately, and now they're returning the favor.
Yeah, but as you can see, SmackDown is ready for them tonight.
He might be Raw's #1 contender, but he's looking for revenge against SmackDown tonight.
Whose side are you on here anyway, Michael?
You don't often see a champion team up with his #1 contender, but he's putting brand loyalty above personal gain.
And that's all well and good, but a real champion would make the championship his #1 priority. He slipped out of that one. Orton's never backed down from a fight. His mouth might get him in trouble, but he's always ready for it.
Are we talking about the same Randy Orton? It seems like the only time he's willing to fight is when he gets to hit somebody from behind.
Man, this Finley is so tough, so aggressive, and so ruthless. I just love watching this guy work.
And you'd think that someone with all the tools that Finley has at his disposal wouldn't need to step outside the rules as often as he does. But we've seen time and time again, he'll do whatever it takes to win. He was one step ahead on that one. Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
That's the law of the jungle, and injured superstars like a wounded animal. It's survival of the fittest.
And that also means that if you're not at 100%, you've got to be able to hide it from your opponent.
That's absolutely right. This business is as psychological as it is physical. You can't let your opponents think you're easy. Come on, quit showing off. This is a wrestling match, not a popularity contest.
We've seen this before. He's been wrestling his style of match, and he's coming up on a big payoff.
You know, there's such a thing as playing to the crowd too much, and that's what I'm seeing here.
I disagree. He's wrestled this match his way all along, and now we see it paying off.
Look at this, pandering to the crowd.
Rope break.
Nothing wrong with keeping the paying customers happy while you build some momentum.
Look at that. That's going to go over big with the fans and build some momentum at the same time.
You got to watch out for your opponent when they're getting...
I think these fans know what's coming next.
They sure do, the FU. I've taken that move, and believe me, it doesn't tickle.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
Yeah, the WWE fan...
What a counter that was.
This could be 3 right here.
Watching these superstars go at it reminds me why I prefer to stay on this side of the announce table.
You know, if you let me train you, you could be cruiserweight champ inside a year.
Oh, no. I've heard stories.
Man, this crowd is really swelling this guy's head.
There's no doubt that these fans love him, and he's feeding off that energy right now.
Instead of pandering to the fans,
he's climbing the turnbuckle. Will this pay off? He's got this crowd solidly behind him, and now he's going to give them exactly what they want to see.
You can't just keep playing to the crowd. That's a huge distraction, in my opinion. Talk about superstars who don't have an ounce of grit between them. You're looking at them right here.
And that's a potentially dangerous mindset to be in if you're too proud to realize that you're in trouble.
He's going up, and what goes...
Oh, boy, I think the referee is out of it.
They got to start getting sturdier refs. This kind of thing seems to happen a lot.
Oh, no, the referee is down. What's going to happen now?
Anything and everything. No ref means no rules. Oh, the ref's out like a light. Anything goes. I think we know where he's going with this.
Here it comes. The FU. He just drove his opponent straight into the ground. best maneuver in the works from that top turnbuckle.
Here it is. He's building up a head of steam, and he's about to let his opponent have it.
And if his opponent is smart, he'll get the
He's going for the pin. The adrenaline is pumping.
I think he's going to fly.
A textbook reversal. Can he follow up?
These superstars have been giving it everything they've got all.
Oh my, he's taking his opponent for a very uncomfortable ride here. This superstar is all fired up, and so is this capacity crowd.
Yeah, well, one mistake, we're going to see that fire put out pronto.
I think we're about to see a high-risk move from the top rope.
He likes fighting dirty, and it's easy to see why. He's really good at it.
He certainly is, and I hope he's proud of himself. Personally, I find it disgusting. It's been a long time since I saw a crowd get behind a superstar.
I think someone's been taking flying lessons.
Rope break.
If you ask me, Batista's best days were back when he was Triple H's lackey.
Batista was impressive as a member of Evolution, but it wasn't until he left them that he earned the first of several World Heavyweight Championship victories. Wow, listen to that chant.
Crowd make. I've seen matches won and lost because of moves like this. Randy Orton has it all. A great look, fantastic charisma, and 3 generations of experience in the business.
And not to mention an ego that won't quit. A lot of the superstars around here would love to take.
This is going to be big, one way or the other. What a reversal. When you think of how many years Finley has been in this business, it's amazing that he can still compete at the level he does.
No kidding. He's taking great care of himself. A real fit guy, that Finley. There's the cover.
1, 2, 3.
Even if you wind up winning a match like...
I have to say, Raw put up more of a fight than I expected.
Yeah, but did they leave anything in the tank for SummerSlam?
I guess time will tell, John. We'll know soon enough.
Not soon enough for my taste. I can't wait to see what happens at SummerSlam.
You're not the only one. That's one thing that Raw and SmackDown can agree on.
Yeah, probably the only thing.
Listen up. This is your last chance to make the smart decision. We just sent over the SmackDown contracts. You sign them and join up with us after SummerSlam, or you won't make it to the pay-per-view. You understand?
I heard SmackDown sent you some contracts. They just don't know when to quit, do they? You've made the smart decision so far, and I'm sure you're not going to screw it up by signing with those losers now. Thanks, champ.
Staying on Raw was the biggest and probably last mistake of your life. I don't care what the board of directors or the general managers have to say about it. I'm gonna make you pay for that.
SummerSlam is 1 week from this Sunday. Hi, everybody. It's Oklahoma's own Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler. And, folks, it's been a while since we've seen our champion.
Yeah, what was he thinking? Getting himself suspended right before SummerSlam.
The board of directors made their call. They punished him for his appearance on SmackDown.
Oh, but it's okay for SmackDown to come here. What a crock.
We heard that he promised to make the champion pay for not signing with SmackDown. But will the champion accept?
He's got to defend his championship in a little over a week. I couldn't blame him if he didn't.
It looks like the champion has accepted the challenge. This can only be an unsanctioned match, which means anything goes.
I gotta admit, I didn't think he'd have the guts to do it. If I'm not careful, he's gonna wind up earning my respect.
Jim Ross here, and on behalf of me and Jerry the King Lawler, we welcome you to Raw Action live from Chicago.
The Raw superstars are gonna blow the Windy City away tonight. I can't wait.
Neither can I, King, and I know these fans can't either. So let's get started.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. Watch out! He reversed it!
You talk about the future of WWE, and you're looking at it in John Cena.
Oh, come on, JR. John Cena's a thug. You know it. I know it. And all of these people know it. It makes me sick that he's allowed to be a WWE superstar.
I don't know how you can say that, King. Cena has dedicated himself to entertaining these fans, and quite frankly, I find him to have more character than many so-called respectable superstars.
There's a difference between entertaining the fans and setting a bad example, JR.
I don't have any earthly idea what you're talking about, King. I think Cena sets a great... He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
Oh, boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick!
He countered that and made it look easy.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job. These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extreme. His opponent's down, and now he's sharing a piece of his mind.
One.
He's going to have to eat those words by the end of this match, JR.
What a phenomenon.
Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow. Could you be any more biased, Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact.
He's going for the cover, JR.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Would you look at this? Both superstars can barely stand.
After a match like that, I'm not surprised.
I don't believe this. How can he possibly have anything left? You see that? That's how Raw protects their own.
I hope that's it for SmackDown's invasion.